Hello everyone, Tim here from the Bushcraft channel, and today I'm going to be looking at Birch polypore. So that's Fomitopsis specialina, I believe in Latin, or razor strop fungus, and it's this mushroom here that's growing behind me on this birch tree. So let's have a closer look. Okay, so here we've got something different. Those are Indian oyster mushrooms. But these are birch polypore, and you can see these ones, they're old, dried up, so they're not really going to be much use to us. There's a nice fresh one here. It's rather small, so I don't think I'll bother with that one. But just over here, that looks a bit more useful. So the colour of the cap ranges from white to fawn brown colour. It can be quite variable, and let's just pull this one off. Underneath you can see there's been a few bugs at that. So this is a polypore, which means many pores. So yeah, you've got like a suede like texture underneath. So before making a tea with this, definitely look it up, look in some books, make sure you've got the right mushroom. And yeah, let's have a closer look at this somewhere else. So I've got two examples here. This is one that I picked around about a week ago. This is the one I've picked just now. So this one's already starting to dry a little, whereas this one's nice and fresh, though I can see a couple of holes in it, so it might have got a couple of insects in there. The first use I'm going to show you is, I just happen to have cut myself a little bit there. Right, so as if you cut out a little strip from the underside, then I'm just going to try and prise it up. Oi. Okay, so with the outside facing out, this should be sterile. My first little attempt at this didn't go very well today. But yeah, it'll stick to itself. So it's antimicrobial, and as if you're carving a coxer, like I am today, it stops you from getting blood all over the wood. So there we go. Okay, so these can be cut into slices and made into a tea. It's supposed to have all kinds of medicinal properties. It's anti-inflammatory, it's supposed to relieve fatigue, and be a good all-round immunity booster. A lot of the same properties that chaga has, which isn't surprising. They grow on the same tree. Urtsy the Iceman carried this, and they found when they cut him open, he had intestinal worms. They think that he was using this to treat those worms. It was commonly used for intestinal complaints. The tea's not that nice. You might want a bit of sugar with it, or a bit of honey. The other use is a strop, and that's what I'm going to make right now, but I'm going to make one with a bit of a difference. Okay, so with this being fresh, I can carve whatever kind of a contour I like in this. I could maybe have done with stropping this hook knife before I did this. As if you're making a paddle strop for an ordinary knife, then the best way to go about it is to flatten it completely and then glue it to a board, but as the glue's drying, as if you clamp it with another piece of wood on the other side of the mushroom, so as it dries, or at least the glue dries perfectly flat. Obviously you should cut it flat when it's still fresh. It'll cut a lot easier. And then glue it afterwards. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so that's a little bit rough. But once it dries, that should work. With this being symmetrical, hopefully I should be able to strop both sides. Here's the drier one of the two mushrooms, which I've glued to a board. This one I picked a couple of weeks ago. And we've got a hook knife with a different profile. So the bit under the cap there, that's maybe a bit drier. That seems to be a bit drier or a bit tougher. That seems to be not cutting too well. Okay, so that's more or less the profile I want. Right, so that's it, the birch polypore. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share, whatever you like, and I'll see you again soon for another Kukuli Bushcraft video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. But as if you wrap that around the injury, then it should stick in place. Okay, that took a bit longer than I intended. This layer is very thick at the moment. I think I've got old specimens. Maybe it's better to do this in the summer. But that should wrap around and stick.